You're listening to the Confident Shift podcast. I'm your host, Michelle Charles Gustafson. I'm a strategic marketing consultant turned certified image consultant, certified professional life coach, best-selling author, and award-winning international success mentor. I'm the creator of Hue and Style and run a life-changing internet business and online community where I teach growth-focused entrepreneurs, professionals, and community builders how to transform their self-belief and personal brand presentation into a superpower. Each episode, I share lessons, stories, and personal musings from my life as an entrepreneur, mentor, wife, and mom, all aimed at helping you see yourself differently so you can live a life filled with more intention, joy, and success. I'm glad you're here. Let's jump in. Hi, everyone. Welcome back. I am so excited for this episode. I know I say that every single episode, but it really is true. When I have the opportunity to come and to talk with you and maybe give you some new perspective, I'm always excited. I want you to know that. So probably on my cast, you're going to hear that I'm excited almost all the time. Because guess what? Shouldn't we be excited about what we bring to others in our lives? And I am. So I am. Welcome back. And if you're new to the cast, I'm super excited that you're here. Today, I've got a episode which feels really great for my leaders out there, my people who are looking to build something, to change other people's lives, and to see how your image actually ties into that aim and why it is necessary for you to come to this realization that your image needs to match where you're walking in order to lead others. So recently I placed a poll inside my private Facebook community, and it said, creating an image that works like marketing for you is about being seen and heard for your ideas and by those you want to change and impact. I asked, tell us, for what purpose do you need to be visible with your image? And I gave a few different options. There was community influence, business growth, leadership impact, and career advancement. And the answer actually surprised me. And it surprised me because I thought that most women, if they're moving up the ladder, that's where they are going to be taken seriously, what have you. That was really at the forefront of my mind, and mostly because those are the kind of women that I'm working with. They're excellence driven and they're looking to go to a next level. But the answer surprised me, and then it made sense to me. So let me break it down. The overwhelming choice on that poll for creating an image that works like marketing for those so you can be seen and heard by those you change and impact, the choice was for community influence, like by overwhelming popularity. And I first of all was surprised, and then it made sense. Because I think sometimes, a little side note, sometimes we get so almost myopic in what it is that we do and how we think about what we do. We think about it in a very small vein until you ask a question like this one, where you get to hear from your people, your community, what is really important to them. And when I thought about it, having community influence with your image where it acts like marketing, where people are seeing you, it makes sense why community influence was the highest overwhelming popularity. Because you see, building community influence works in your business because it's a community, the organization you work for and through because that in itself is a community, your town because it's a community, and anyone else who holds values that are similar to you and that you work through together are communities. So if you think about community in that terms, it really encompasses all the aims, all the goals that most women are trying to achieve, right? Impact in those arenas that are important to them. And what many of you have not connected yet, though, that I'd like to connect with you today, is that your image is an essential part of you being a leader in those places where you are creating community, for those people in those communities, for you to be seen and heard. You see, image isn't just about the clothes, and I've said that before. It is the message you are sending with everything that is you. That's your words, your deeds, your mission, your purpose, your outcomes, and the ways you deliver those. And when you get it right, you will change lives deeper and more quickly than you could have ever imagined, because the trust inside that community is key for you creating the outcome. But it's also in you knowing what is your outcome and being so crystal clear about it that you live and breathe it, and that when people see it, they don't see the thing that you do, they just see you as the thing that you are, and that you do the thing that you do. When you get it wrong, when you have that mismatch between the leadership of building a community and your image, you actually look disjointed. It looks disconnected. Your teams and your people, your employees, will see you as inconsistent, or they see you as flighty. And then you get to feel like the doormat, walked over, passed by, passed up, and it crushes your confidence that way. An intentional, well-crafted image is a shortcut to creating community that performs, profits, and transforms. That's what I need you to know. Yes, there's science that backs when you are wearing certain clothing, when you are intentional about your image, that your performance actually increases. That's a thing. But beyond just your own personal performance, if you are running any kind of organization that needs profit, or that needs donation, or that needs sponsorship, or that wants to transform, image, because it is a trust builder, needs to be addressed. If there's one thing I hear from women as I'm beginning to work with them, it's that they know they need to look the part in order to be a leader in whatever community they're building. But very often they don't feel like they do. And this can be anyone from business owners, mostly, team leaders, managers, anyone looking to make a change. And I think of my one client who comes to mind the very fastest about this idea of being taken seriously inside her community, which was actually her business. She's an award-winning business owner in their larger location community, where the town, the city, has recognized her as being an amazing provider in her realm. But she didn't feel like it, nor did she share her message and her greatness about what she does as an outcome for the people she serves. Instead, she came to me feeling like she wasn't a leader, that no one took her seriously, especially inside her business team, which is the core community that needs to deliver the outcome. She felt she was always fighting an uphill battle to put her foot down in her business, to make changes she knew was necessary, and to direct her team in a way that is congruent with what she wanted to create for her clients and her patients. And what she found was that the cure, while it lied in a good blouse and understanding her outer image and her outer appearance was a critical piece of it, the answer of her leadership that grew within that image strategy creation was not just about a great blouse, though we did find it in that. The cure was knowing what outcome exactly she wanted her community of her clinic to provide. The outcome. And then knowing this made her decisions more clear, and it made her convictions stronger. What she didn't know before she knew me was that the values of that clear outcome and conviction could be communicated and mirrored in the values of her personal style story. And they showed up in her Hue and Style personal style story profile. I showed her that she could literally dress for the new mission that we've just created, and that her building of her community inside her clinic would then be transposed onto her patients by intention. She came back to me a couple of weeks later and she reported that her staff was now more engaged because she was living by those values in that outcome. She had implemented changes within the clinic with ease, and she was able to release that idea of the things that did not fit including people, ideas, and processes that were not aligned with her business. She could release those. All because the strategic image, the definition of not only how she appears to herself and her clients, but to her team and to the outside community, that strategic image definition is more than a style creator. It's a leadership anchor, and she used it for her best good. Listen, creating a community is not easy. It's a leadership play. And if you see it that way, to change others and to change yourself within that community and to create lasting outcome as a leader, it all starts with a good definition of what that community is to you. To me, communities are values personified. They're a certain roster of values that are walking around within the people in that community. We find community in those who share what is important to us, and it becomes a symbiotic exchange. When it's right and the community fits, you give to it, it gives back to you, and that community then supports you down your road or down your business journey. Those can be, but certainly are not limited to, location, interest, faith, hobby, business, style of business even, and the list goes on. All of those are community-based creations that make us feel included, but also know that when we give our best, the community benefits as well. Crafting an image that matches the leadership intention of the community you want to build takes 3 things: reflection, commitment, and new knowledge. I bet you're wondering how my client's values could translate into the kind of jacket or blazer she chooses. Yeah, it's what they all wonder too, until they learn from me just how to get it right. What you need to do is you can start at the beginning. What outcome do you give? What does the community you are building stand for? Answer honestly. Are you showing up, presenting yourself as the leader you may or may not even recognize that you are, simply by the idea that you are leading that community? If you have dreams of growing that community for a wider or deeper impact, are you presenting yourself in appearance, actions, and communication style that is aligned with that? If not, it's time for an image definition. Listen, I've got a special tool for you at humanstyle.com, and once you take the quiz, you'll know if that's important to you for your leadership style to build the community, whatever you are building, by what you're wearing right now. Pop over to humanstyle.com and take the quiz. You are communicating with others without speaking in nanoseconds. That comes, yes, with your appearance, and then they need to see the rest of it align for you to be that trusted community building leader that you think you want, but are not sure you got the stuff for. Community building is leadership. If you want to create change with any community, you need to step into the role, and the most powerful leaders have and can communicate the clearest definitions of their outcome and their mission at all times and for the people that they serve. What is the lasting effect of your community's contribution? Are you proud of it? I hope it puts a smile on your face and that you step into that position wholeheartedly and with the most maximum visibility you can muster, because that is how you make real change in others. Until next time, we'll see you very soon. Bye for now. Thanks so much for listening. I know you can tell that I believe that a strategic image and a confidence mindset is something everyone who wants to make an impact needs. A shift in confidence can change your life. Using my degree in marketing strategy, expertise in personal branding, and my creative self-development process, I've helped thousands shift their confidence, starting with how they see themselves in the mirror, in my signature Hue and Style mentorship program. You can explore my book, Show Up Confident, explore how I work with my clients, and see their amazing results and breakthroughs too. It's all at hueandstyle.com. Join the community and start to see how making the image, mindset, success connection can create a breakthrough in your life too. I can't wait to see you there. Bye for now.